I go away for 2 weeks and so much happens. The Ranchers just delivered their latest developer update and there's a lot to talk about. To say I'm excited is an understatement. In this update we got 4 new characters, a multiple of videos showcasing features within the game, the reveal of their in-house built systemic engine, which they say is a technical term to brag a bit and describe that all props in the game are interactables and do react to weather conditions, player and NPC interactions, and to the classical elements like water, fire and air. We then got the announcement of Steam Deck support from launch and that the Kickstarter will finally be launching this July. Okay, so let's begin with what I truly believe will set this farming sim apart, and that's the systemic engine. In the update they write, we took huge inspiration from games like Zelda Breath of the Wild and how having a systemic engine can bring a huge level of realism, leading to unique and totally autonomous world simulation, while giving our players an unseen level of freedom and experimentation within the Rancher's open world. That's right, they've taken inspiration from one of, if not the best game of the last decade, and they've built their own physics engine much like Breath of the Wild, where I'm led to believe that the limits of this should be bound by our own imagination and creativity rather than a feature not implemented within the game. They go on to showcase the system with a few scenarios on how a simple task such as chopping down a tree can be approached in a multiple of ways. And I know I'm not the only one in the community who thought they were going to attach that rope to the car and pull down that tree. And I truly believe with the systemic engine, this will be an option. There's also subtle hints in other videos of the engine at work, such as when we're watching this bike do donuts in the snow. 1, you can see that trails left not only by the bike but also by the player's feet disappear over time. 2, if we take a look at the tent in the background, we can see it's now dusted in a layer of snow, showing that the snowfall isn't just an aesthetic layer, but it's a physical interactive object. I once saw someone in the Discord say they wanted to shovel snow or clear leaves from their ranch. Well, hopefully with the systemic engine, this will be a possibility. Next up we have 4 new characters, Alicia, Ivan, Hazel and Bruno, and that's going from left to right. First up we have Alicia. It sounds like she's going to be the owner of the clothes shop within the Rancher's world. There's a brief description underneath that describes this. It says that she has a good sense of fashion and how it can also be used as an expression tool, and she runs one of the most famous clothing boutiques in the Rancher's world. Next up we have Ivan. He is a passionate hunter and will be running the firearms shop, but it also says that he's wanting to open up, so maybe he won't be running this at the start of the game and it's maybe a quest within the game to help him open up his dream shop. He also wants to find love and start a family. Hazel doesn't sound like she runs a shop unlike the other new characters that we've seen. It just says that she's the famous local travel and foodies influencer. So it sounds like she uses sort of an in-game Instagram or something like that. Will she have time for both love and a booming career? Also a possible love interest. And last but not least, we get Bruno, who it looks like will be running the sort of automobile shop where you can, if you need a truck, a bike or even a sports car, Bruno is your man. He's by far the most skilled car and bike expert and enthusiast within the Rancher's country. And with the 4 characters shown, not only are these NPCs that will be working within the shops, but there are also 4 out of the 20 confirmed romanceable characters. From there, the dev update goes on to show multiple of new vehicles, showcasing not only how we'll be able to transport our own character, but also be able to transport livestock with a range of different sized transportation. And yes, I believe I speak for all when I say that that cow is moving incredibly fast and it is scaring me. As we get to the end of the dev update, we see an announcement regarding the Steam Deck, which has solidified that I will be keeping my pre-order because I need to play the Ranchers on the go. And that wait shouldn't be too long, as they've now revealed that the Ranchers Kickstarter will begin next month. Okay, so that's it for this video. I'll be going into more of a deep dive in the podcast later this week. Let me know in the comments what you've enjoyed from the developers update this time, and if you have enjoyed the video, maybe think about subscribing. Until next time, take care.